What's up YouTube? Josh here with JCS Customs coming at you with a full walkthrough of the 2021 Camaro SS that's going to be seen on the channel from here on. So I hope y'all like today's video. If y'all do, please go down below and absolutely smash the like and subscribe button. Let's jump into it. So first off, we're going to start with some overall specs. So we got a wheelbase of 110.7 inches, a length of 188.3 inches, a width without the mirrors of 74.7 inches, and a height of 53.1 inches. And the car curb weight falls just short of 3,700 pounds at 3,685. So the overall fuel capacity of this car is 19 gallons with a fuel mileage of 16 miles per gallon in the city, 24 on the highway, for a combined 20 miles per gallon total. And for the interior, we have a seating capacity of 4 with the front headroom of 38.5 inches and the front leg room of 43.9 inches. And now we're going to take a quick walk around of the car before we get into the full details. Starting up front here, we got the RS and Signature SS headlights. These things look fantastic. If you look close here, it's actually signified. You got Camaro stamped in the headlamp. That is really cool. As well as you got these running LED DRLs here. The front fascia just looks fantastic. It's also offset with the gloss black grille inserts here. Just looks, it's a great setup along with the SS badge here. Since this is not the 1LE package, it did not come with a front splitter, but that's always something that you can add on as well. The car is done up in the always beautiful crush orange, and it's equipped with the black metallic rally stripes. You can see the flake in there and it looks great. On our hood here, you see our insert. This is a functional heat extractor for the V8 underneath, and this thing is done up in a satin black. It's almost a gloss black, but it's more of a satin black, and I think it makes the car look way more aggressive with that insert in there. I know a few people have said they wish that this insert was a little bit bigger, but personally I think it looks great the way it is. So you can see the exterior of the body follows the general 6th gen Camaro body lines. Looks great, as well as comes equipped with the Camaro emblems, but those have been changed out. Go watch it on the channel. All right, so we're starting with our wheel setup here. We got the front wheels with the carbon flash painted aluminum. As you can see, we're going to get a closer shot of these wheels here. Actually has metallic flake in it. Looks great and actually matches the black metallic stripes that's put on the car. Now back here, you got a massive color matched orange Brembo, 4-piston Brembo. It's got Camaro written in black with the silverish white Brembo road here, and this is a 245 tire. Just fantastic looking setup. We're going to move to the back and show you that one as well. So now we have our back wheel set up. As you can see, you still have the color matched orange Brembos here with the Camaro letters. They look a little bit smaller, but they're actually still 4-piston as well. They look fantastic sitting behind this carbon flash painted aluminum wheel, just like the front, with the silver bow tie and silver lugs. And these tires are 275s. So back here in the rear, as you can see, you got the newly designed taillights that actually came out in 2019 model. This is the blacked out LED option. Now this is offered with red that does not have the LEDs in it, but the blacked out option looks great, especially setting off the other black accents on the car. So on the top of the trunk here, you got the SS style wing. This is stock on this car, and you can see that the black metallic stripes actually go on the wing as well and wrap around. So here you have your tinted third brake light. This is also done in red. Generally you get this in red if you get the red taillights as well. So on this side, you got the SS badge located here. On other trim levels, you will have your RS or no badge located here. But as you can see, you got the red and silver SS badge done up here with the silver and black bow tie here in the middle. Overall, great looking setup. All right, down below here we have the gray diffuser paired with the red reflectors here. Now these rear reflectors can be changed out for aftermarket options to match this here on multiple websites. Now down below is where the beautiful sound comes from. This is the add-on option of the dual mode performance exhaust. Now if you do not get this add-on option, you will have double tips, dual tips. Now this is the quad tip MPP performance exhaust, and as you will see here in a little bit in the video, this thing sounds great in all modes available. So here is where all the power comes from. This is our direct injection 10-speed automatic V8. This thing is just massive. As you can see, the fuel rail covers here, along with this giant intake here. This part isn't too big, but the tube here is just massive compared to the V6 models. As I mentioned before, you can see here, this is our functional heat extractor to get some of this heat off this engine. This thing builds up a lot of heat, but with that functional heat extractor, you get more airflow into the engine. And as always, you add about 10 to 15 extra horsepower with the Chevy Performance logo there. You know, always got to have the extra badge. It is also worth mentioning that this car has 3 radiators. You have your normal radiator here in the middle, and then you have one on each side through here. Just provides extra airflow for this giant engine. Alright, so for the interior, we're going to start with the seats here. Now these are the basic seats that you'll find in like the RS package and so on and so forth. But if you were to upgrade to the 1LE or 2SS package, you'll notice that you'll get the Recaro seats. But there's nothing wrong with these seats. They still feel great to sit in and provide that comfort for that 455 horsepower V8 engine. Now down here below, you have a 10-way powered seat. Very nice 10-way, and I think the passenger is 8-way. You can go backwards, forwards, lean it. Now, actually sitting in the vehicle, to me, I love it, but a lot of people say that it feels really cramped, almost like you're in a cockpit of a fighter jet or something, but personally, I love it. So we're going to go ahead and start it so we can see our information here. Sounds great, and it's going to automatically resort to tour mode because you cannot leave the car in track mode. So starting with the door over here, you just have the simple silver handle with lock and unlock and simple controls for the windows. Don't mind that, as my Progressive insurance thing beeping down there. But you got the powered windows, powered mirrors and such, with this knee bolster here and this trim that goes around here. Now on the 2SS package, you will have interior lighting, which is something that I will upgrade to eventually, so be on the lookout for that. Now overall, the steering wheel is real small and compact, which I like because to me it makes me feel like I'm driving a race car, which technically I kind of am. I mean, you're sitting in the SS here, it's real nice. So starting down below, you got the SS badge. That looks great. My RS did not have any kind of badge like that. And going around the edges, it is leather, and here on the sides you have the perforated leather, and it looks fantastic. So on your steering wheel here, you got a few simple controls. Starting with the left, you got your cruise control option. This will actually turn your cruise control on, and then here you got reset, set, and cancel. Pretty simple. Here on the right side, you have the voice controls, along with, you know, answering and declining phone calls, along with the simple buttons to actually go through your instrument cluster here, which we will go through here in a second. And behind them, you have the paddle shifters, which is really nice if you want to play around with those as far as shifting your car. Down here below, you got the favorites where you can actually scroll through your music, and over here is the volume options. So it's a really nice, compact, simple steering wheel. All right, on the rest of the dash here, you see your air vents, and those are located in the middle and on the other side for a total of 4. They look pretty nice, and since we're talking about these, we'll go ahead and discuss these. So the left one here turns it between hot and cold, pretty cool. And then this right one is the fan speed, as you can see up here and over here in this little gloss black display section here. So you can see it turning up and down, and then temperature there in this section. So pretty nice. Nothing new as far as the 6th gen interior. Still follows the same concepts that started in 2016. Now up here on the dash, this is the 8-inch infotainment center option with the LED back lighting here. I really like the 8-inch over the 7-inch. To me, the 7-inch just kind of looks small centered within this unit here. Now you have some simple controls. These are just to go back to the home, and these are navigate items and back here. So we're going to take a look through these. It's kind of hard to touch things through the camera here, but so first you have your audio. You can connect up to 2 phones on this now. So if one person was to be plugged in through the USB, another person can actually Wi-Fi to this, not Wi-Fi, Bluetooth to this, and actually play their music while the other phone's connected. My 2019 RS did not have that option. Don't know why, but that is definitely nice. So you're not stuck listening to whoever is plugged up into the car. So that's pretty cool. Here you have phone options, simple. You know, when you get a phone call and such. Wi-Fi hotspot users, settings. We're gonna go through the settings a little bit. So this is just system settings, time, time, date, language, phones, Wi-Fi networks, such. Apps. You can actually download more apps for the home screen. And vehicles, so this is your driving mode. You can actually set the engine sound to stealth, tour, sport, and track. Now stealth is not an option shown up on the dash in your instrument panel. To me, there is no difference between stealth and tour as far as engine sound. So we're going to go back and steering. Now steering in tour mode is really light. Like you can steer it with your pinky if you wanted to. Sport mode's pretty much the same way. Now track mode, the suspension and everything gets tighter, and the steering is almost like steering without power steering capability. So it's really tight, but I like it because it makes me feel like I'm driving a race car. Really cool. We're going to go back. Climate and air quality is, you can take some of these options here. Comfort and convenience, chime volume is, when the door's left open, etc. Lighting is your exit lighting, and then power door locks, remote lock, teen driver, and valet mode. So not much there. Apple CarPlay, something really cool with this that in my 2019 RS did not have is the capability for wireless Apple CarPlay. Now, on my 2019, you had to be plugged into the USB to access Apple CarPlay. This one is wireless, and I think I have my Bluetooth off, but yeah. So if we connect to it, so we got the Apple CarPlay up. Sorry about that, my Bluetooth was actually off, so we got it up and running now. So here you see the general iPhone apps that are capable of being shown up here on the screen, and you can do things with them. So we're going to scroll over. Here is the navigation menus, real nice. If you click on this, it brings up a full navigation map. Down here is a quick thing to your music. So it's trying to actually bring me to Walmart because that's where I spend most of my life, is in Walmart. If we click this, so when you click this, it brings up the full map. We're going to close this. There we go, showing where that is. And you got different options to turn it to 2D, 3D, and such. So we're going to go back to this. Let's go to music. Here you got your music. You can browse, and you got your library over here. I think this is being a little slow because I'm filming and trying to do this at the same time, connected on the same phone. It's generally not this slow. It's usually pretty fast. So here we have a recently added and things like that. So for the instrument panel, you have your simple meter over there for your RPMs. And over here, you got your speedometer with 200 on the dash. If you get an RS or lower, it's going to have 160. So in the middle, you have a full digital display here. Now, as you can see in the middle, you got 4 different gauges with your speed below that, and you can scroll through different options like trip A, trip B, fuel range, etc., oil life, tires, pretty nice stuff, timer, and an empty page. So we're going to go back. Pretty cool. Now, if you scroll left, you're going to have the option for info, which is what you're on, and then this. So we're going to click this, and this is going to show oil temperature, oil pressure, battery voltage, trans fluid temperature, tire temperature. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. We're going to scroll back over, and this, you can actually look at your audio, which is really cool because I did not have this option on my RS. Here's your navigation. It can actually show you turn by turn up here. Phone, which is obviously phone, and then settings. So this is pretty cool. You can add different options that aren't displayed right now, like launch control. It's got a built-in launch control, your units, display theme. So it's pretty cool, as I just lost my my flash one here, which is fine. So if we go up to display theme, go to technology, it changes the whole look of the dash. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go back up to info. Now we have a different dash, and that's pretty cool looking. I actually like this one more than the standard display that I had up. For the center console here, no changes. Same console that's been done since 2016. This is like a hard plastic here with the silver trim, and then you have a leather wrapped center console. If we pull this up, pretty small, but you have 2 USB ports and an SD card slot in here, so it's pretty nice, along with this rubber little mat for added protection. In your cup holders, on the 2SS models, you will have lighting in the cup holders, and you got the little rubber pads in here as well. So if we go back up here, we have our parking brake and traction control. And if you notice these blinking, that is because these are LED as well. And obviously with LEDs, the frame rate that the recording is done in makes it look like they are blinking, which technically I think they are if they're LEDs. So yeah, if we go back down to here, this is our mode selector that is going to go in between their different driving modes. So if we look up here at the instrument panel, we are in tour mode and park. Tour mode is signified by the blue T in the bottom right corner. We're going to go down to sport. You heard it get a little bit louder, and then we go to tour mode or track mode, and then you got snow and ice. But down here in Mobile, Alabama, we have no real need for snow and ice. So we're going to go back up to tour, leave it in tour. And lastly, for our center console, we have our emergency flashers button here. And then for the shift knob, we have perforated leather. Really cool leather here, along with this Camaro cap on here. This is really cool. This was not on my RS, but really nice, and it's actually got some texture to it, so it's not just, you know, printed on there. And on the passenger side, we have a simple glove box, which I still have all the paperwork and a Starbucks napkin. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent size, but nothing fancy there. Up here you have a simple camera, as you can see the top of my head, but it's really nice, along with 2 LED lights to shine down, passenger airbag warning, and OnStar, SOS, and calling, along with the sunroof, which is really nice. You press it one time and it opens up. So you can see my garage light. Now, when you go to close it, it is not closed with one press. You have to hold it down, which I don't understand why. And then for the visors here, we have the lights. My RS did not have that. That is on the passenger side as well. Moving on to our back seats, we just pull this up, and immediately you can see there is no leg room back here. Honestly, I wish these cars were just a 2-seater, but I understand being a luxury car, sports car, and a possible everyday family car, you would want this option. So Our back seats are done up in the same cloth. Really nice. Not much headroom. As you can see, the little windows as well with my sticker on them. Like you will see me later do in the video, these back seats also pull down to give access to more trunk room in case you need it. Also, if you want to hear the full sound of the exhaust while driving, make sure to lower these seats and it makes it that much louder. For our trunk, you can access it by double pressing this button here on the key fob, or underneath here you have a button that you can double press to open the trunk. Now this trunk is 9.1 cubic feet, which is pretty decent size. As you can see here, when you get the SS models, you get these track deflector and splash shields, which is pretty cool. And then underneath here, you have an extra fuse and a tow hook for the front. So if anybody is wondering, your battery is located in this panel in the trunk. Now let's take this thing out for a quick ride. All right, so we're gonna start out in track mode because that's the one that really everybody cares about. So hopefully the camera picks it up, as it's pretty loud. And if you want the true sound of the exhaust, pull your back seats down so you can hear all of it. But we're just gonna give it a good spin here. Hopefully I don't run out of memory on my camera here. Sounds really good. You can feel the torque really set in about 4,000 RPMs. That 455 horsepower in torque really does push this thing. All right, there's really no difference in sound between sports mode and track mode, so we're going to swap it to tour mode here, and you can hear it quiets down quite a lot. Still got a great sound to it in tour mode though. And really, if you earlier in the video when I did the inside videos, you've seen the option for stealth mode on the infotainment system here. Now, that's not an option shown up here on your instrument cluster, but there's really no difference in sound between stealth mode and tour mode. Yeah, you can hear there's hardly any difference between stealth and tour, but there's a big difference between tour, sport, and track. YouTube, I hope y'all enjoyed today's full walkthrough of the 2021 Camaro SS. Like I said before, this car is an absolute monster. Please go pick one up if you can. There's nothing like that V8 under the hood. So feel free to go down below and leave a comment, smash the like button, and super smash the subscribe button for more content like this to come to the channel. Until next time, YouTube, I hope y'all stay safe. Peace out.